Okay, guys, listen up. I am going to tell you the story of Adam and Eve. It's like the first story ever.
Seriously?
Yes, the story from the very beginning of human of existence from the Bible. Before the bridges and the skyscrapers, the cars, and all the technology we see today, God did something.
What did God do?
God created everything. I mean, everything.
Really?
Yes, the sky, the oceans, the amazing animals, the beautiful trees, the stars, even tiny bugs, and the huge elephants, the turtle and the whale. And guess what?
What?
He made this amazing garden called Eden. Not just any garden. This one had glowing rivers, singing birds, and animals. Maybe I like to think they could talk, and fruit trees everywhere. But you see, inside this garden, there were two special trees that God created. They are the tree of life, which is said to give anyone immortality, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which is said to enlighten anyone that eats it. After God has created all these things, God needed someone to take good care of them. So God had this wonderful idea to create a man. So he said, "Let us make man in our own image, so he can look like us and take care of the beautiful things I have made." So God made Adam, the first human. He formed him with clay and breathed life into him.
Oh, wait, so you mean we all look like God?
Yes, that is why we are called the children of God.
That is so cool.
So Adam came alive, and God told Adam to take care of the garden, and Adam was happy. Adam became the first horticulturist ever. And God commanded him not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. All other trees are good for you, except this.
Does that mean Adam was free to eat from the tree of life?
At this time, yes, of course, God never told him not to eat from the tree of life.
That is awesome.
So Adam goes out every day to name the animals. The animals will come to him because they saw Adam as their friend, and none was able to harm him. And he said to the animal with plenty hair on your neck, "You'll be lion. You animals with bold stripe of black and white, you will be called zebra. And you bird with large talons will be called the bald eagle. You animal that trumpets, I call you elephant. You animal that live on both land and water, I call you the hippopotamus." And then the monkey, the tiger, and all of the other animals were given their names. So, God will come in the noon of the day to talk with Adam, so he will not be alone. They will both walk in the garden, and Adam will tell God how many trees and animals he had given names to. But one day, God said it was not good enough for Adam to be alone, so he made someone just for Adam because Eve. So God made Adam fall into a great sleep that he could not notice what was happening. God took one of his ribs and made Eve of it.
Kind of weird, but cool, right?
So you mean Eve was formed from Adam's ribs?
Yes, and in fact, Adam was not in pain. And once he woke up, saw her, he knew she was from his ribs, and he was happy to meet her. Now they were a team. So every day, Adam will take her to explore the garden. He introduced the animals to her and played with animals. Eden was like a paradise park. But in all their adventure, Adam will always remind Eve about the rule God gave them about not eating the fruit of the knowledge of truth and evil. But then, one day, Eve was resting near that tree, the forbidden tree, after walking round the garden, while Adam went on to complete the daily task, and bam! A talking snake shows up. The snake said to Eve, "Hey, Eve, that fruit from that tree looks juicy, right?" Eve looked at the fruit and said,
Yes, it looks very good. But God said we should not eat from the tree.
But the snake said, "Oh, God doesn't want you to be like him. That's why he gave you the rule."
Could that true?
No, it's not. Adam and Eve are already like God. God only wants to preserve his integrity and innocence of his creation.
Oh, okay.
So Eve ate from the fruit and immediately understood she was without a proper cloth. Not long after, Adam returned just to see Eve munching on the fruit from the forbidden tree. Adam was so angry, but Eve persuaded him to also try it. Adam refused at first, but gave in to Eve's persistency. Then she gave it to Adam. He bit it too. And then, boom! Suddenly he also felt weird. "Why are we not wearing clothes?" Adam said. They felt ashamed and fear gripped them because they now understood they have disobeyed God. The world wasn't happy anymore. Then they ran and hid themselves among the leaves because it was almost time for God to visit them. So God came walking in the garden and called unto Adam, but Adam could not come out and said, "We are naked." "Who told you that you are naked?" "Did you eat from the tree I told you not to?" God asked. Adam blamed Eve and said, "It was the woman you gave me that told me to eat it." So God asked Eve, "Why did you eat the fruit?" And Eve blamed the snake for persuading her to eat it. Before God could ask the snake, well, he slithered and hid itself. God was so sad and angry because they disobeyed him. So he told them they had to leave the garden. God cursed them and said, "From now on, life will be harder, but I'll still be with you." God told the snake that it will start crawling with its chest, and the snake lost its limbs immediately.
Oh, so snakes used to have limbs before now?
Yes, they used to move like the lizard until God cursed the snake. But before they departed from the garden, God gave them clothes made from animal skin. Then an angel guarded the garden with a flaming sword.
But why did God put angels in guard of the garden?
It is so that Adam and Eve will not be able to eat from the tree of life.
But why?
God did it to protect Adam and Eve because the tree of life will make them immortal again. Their disobedience separated them from God's initial plan, which is to make them live forever happy in the Garden of Eden, but after God had cursed them, they will get to live very long in pain and unhappiness if they should eat the fruit from the tree of life. So yeah, they disobeyed God. But that's not the end of the story. God still loved Adam and Eve, and even though life got tough, they had kids of their own, which is Cain and Abel. They built homes and started the whole human race, including us. So my friends, we have learned a lot today. 1. Just because someone tells you it's okay doesn't mean it is. Trust what you know is right. Do not yield to peer pressure. 2. It's better to be honest and admit when you've done wrong. Asking for forgiveness when wrong heals the heart of those we wrong. 3. Rules from parents or teachers are usually there to protect you, not to control you. The rules to stick to today may save you from trouble tomorrow. 4. Making mistakes doesn't mean you're unloved. Everyone messes up. What matters is learning and growing. Always remember that God is ever loving and ever kind. Never forget that.
Thank you for watching and listening. God bless you. Please subscribe to our channel for more beautiful story.